Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be when you guys are tuning in to this broadcast. I am your international award winning author, literary extraordinaire, and awe inspiring coach, Tennille M. Jackson. And I want to welcome you guys to a very special episode of aspects of entrepreneurship. And so, I don't know what's going on with Instagram, but Facebook and to YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As you come on, please feel free to say hello. Say hello. Let me know where you are watching from. And let me know how you're doing. This is November officially. So happy November. This is a brand new month. So we got a lot of different stuff that's going to be going on today. And today's show, we are talking about the art of self-promotion. So, hands up, how many people have a problem promoting themselves? So, let me know in the comment section. Are you one that has a problem promoting yourself? If so, again, let me know by show of hands if self promotion. Hey, Miss Rochelle, let me know if self promotion is a problem for you. And if it is a problem for you, tell me what is it about promoting yourself that you find most challenging? So, that is the question on the floor. What is it that you find most challenging about promoting yourself? So, as you all are answering that question, let me really quickly make some announcements. As you all saw today, I posted this announcement that, oh my God, is like almost 9 months in the making. I have been working on this project for quite some time now, and I am so excited about it. It is a book compilation, it is a documentary, it is an award ceremony, it is all of that. It is officially the Black Man Extravaganza. It is definitely a God given idea. It's not something All right, guys. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I am back. I am back. So thank you guys. If you waited for me, thank you. Don't know what happened, but here I am. Hey, Miss Tiffany. So look. I am so excited about the Black Man Extravaganza. So I had the pleasure, the privilege, the honor of interviewing 28 different Black men. That is pretty much what this project is. It is giving you a new way of seeing Black history, which is the reason why I wanted to launch it in February. And so we are going to end the month with a bang. So on Monday night, I know people are like, oh my God, why Monday? And anybody that knows me knows that I always try to find a way to bring a better light to any dim situation. And y'all know how y'all look at Monday. Y'all know y'all be like, it's Monday. Why Monday? And so this is good a good thing to happen. So now you're looking forward to Monday, right? So from 5 to 10 p.m., we are going to be launching at the movie theater on 87th Street in Chicago. So those of you who are familiar with Chicago, you know about the 87th Street movie theater. It was called Studio Movie Grill at one point. Now it's called Cinema Chatham, but it's still the same place. It still look the same way on the inside. And we are going to be renting out two movie theaters to show this documentary, okay? And then we're going to also in the same space, so we'll be doing some networking and stuff. Girl, let me tell you, we're gonna jump right into it. What Rochelle is doing is putting out there the reason what she finds challenging about self-promotion. So if you all have issues with self-promotion, be putting what your challenge or your issue is in the comment section. And once I'm done with these announcements, I'm gonna be addressing all of that as this is today's show, the art of self-promotion. So we are going to, from 5 to 10 p.m., we are going to be doing all of that. We're going to be networking, mingling, book releasing, watching the documentary, Q&A session, award ceremony. It is going to be a jam-packed night. I am so totally ecstatic about it. We got 28 men, 12 different states. So it was really just, again, a way of coming together and interviewing them, talking about some real life stuff, right? Anyone who, if you believe, I would say it like this: if you are a believer, not even necessarily just in the Bible, but if you are one who has traditional values, you will agree with me in that we look at men as being the cornerstone, as being the foundation, whether it is of the family, of the community. And when Black men specifically are not seen being a part of that, something is going on, right? And so we need to figure out what it is, why it is that our men are not in their rightful places. Why are they no longer in the family? Why are they no longer being seen front and center in the community? My to better answer that question, what we may have to do, am I freezing on you all's end? Am I freezing? I may have to relocate because apparently the area that I am in is having an issue. If you all can see or hear me, please let me know. I'm trying to see what's going on. The devil is a lie, because this is going to be a great show, because I have some really great information for you all. So I may end up having to, okay, you all just bear with me. I don't understand what is going on. I go live from the same spot every day. The same spot. I mean, literally the same location. Y'all see my backdrop? It ain't changed. It's the same. It's the same. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Look, y'all, it's the same internet, it's the same spot, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do, I may end up having to come back live again. I might have to move. I might have to go upstairs. Hold on. Yeah, because I think that it is freezing. I think it's still freezing. I don't know what's going on. I am not sure of the why. Hold on. Let's see. I do not know. All right. Okay, so y'all let me know. Am I still freezing? Because if I am, let me know if I'm freezing or not. Because like I said, I may have to. Okay, okay, I may have to go out and come back in again. Okay, so am I good now? Do y'all hear me? Do y'all see me? Let me know. Because if I'm still freezing, because this is really going to be a great show. I have some great information for you all. So, like I said, I'm not sure why I'm freezing, because I'm live from the same place I normally am. So let me know. Am I still freezing? Because I can't pull it up on my end. That's why I'm wondering if I'm freezing. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm good. All right. Thanks, Rochelle. Thank you so much. Because like I say, I want to make sure that I get this information out to you all. And so, in either case, I want you guys to come in, come on, let me know. Hey, Miss Tanya, I want y'all to put in the comment section. This show is about the art of self-promotion. So I want for you to put in the comment section, what is your biggest challenge? Why is it that you find promoting yourself so difficult? Put that in the comment section. And as soon as I finish, I only have like one or two more announcements to go, and we're going to jump right into the show. So be typing it up for me. What is it that you find to be challenging about promoting yourself? Okay. So Again, Black Man Extravaganza. I need you guys. I need you guys. All of you all who have shared the announcement, thank you so much. But I need y'all to get on over to mynameisTennille.com and become a VIP by reserving your seat, whether you do tier 1, 2, 3, or 4. So level 1, everybody, no matter what tier you get, you'll get a swag bag. So whether you're 1, 2, 3, or 4, you will get a swag bag. What's in the swag bag will depend on the level. Okay. And so again, y'all saw all of that information on the card, but get to mynameisTennille.com for those of you who do not like PayPal and you want something where it's not going to charge you an extra fee, then you can go ahead and cash out me at $ my name is Tennille, all one word. Okay. So in either case, today we're going to talk about the art of self-promotion. I want to find out from you all, why is it that we have a problem with promoting ourselves? And I'm going to start with Rochelle's comment. She says, I fear that I will overload people with my information. So one of the reasons why she has a problem, or a child, she's challenged by self promotion, is because of this fear. So I'm going to address all of this. I'm just putting it all up here now, right? So there's a fear of the overload, right? Tanya says, I need help with getting social media advertising. So the lack of advertising. Okay. So with that, Tanya, let me ask you this question. If you don't get help with, what is it about um the advertising help that you're looking for? So for example, if you were to hire a team, you have to tell them what it is you want them to do. Exactly what is it that you would be telling them that you want them to do, that you feel that you're not able to do yourself? Does that make sense? So when you hire a team, you know how I always tell you guys, like whether you're hiring an editor, a publisher, a ghostwriter, I give you pointers on how to interview them and the different questions to ask, because you don't want to just say, and this is another area with marketing, you don't want to just say, hey, I want to hire you. You have to know, specifically, okay. Okay, so your posts are getting, okay, so you need somebody else to start posting for you. All right, so the question though is, do you actually have a fear or a challenge with promoting yourself? Like, I understand you're saying that you're being blocked, your posts are being blocked, but provided that your posts were not being blocked, the question is, do you have a problem with promoting yourself? So if you guys are tuning in, today's show is going to be about the art of self-promotion. And what I'm asking you all to do is to put in the comment section what it is that your issue or your challenge is with promoting yourself. So first, I want to let's first address Rochelle's, which is the fear of overloading people with information, right? So here is Tony and Rochelle. Write this down. If it's your wall, if it's your podcast, if it's your show, you with me here? I think you know me well enough to know what I'm going to say next. Then if they don't like it, they can tune out. Okay. Like, the bottom line is, these are your platforms. So whether again it's on social media, and these are your platforms, so that means that the people who are following you chose to follow you. There's a reason that they're choosing to follow you. There is something about you, your brand, your business, your message that they like, which is what made them choose to follow you. And so by not posting, it gives them, they don't get the information or the reason why it is that they followed you in the first place, if that makes sense. So you have to, number one, accept the fact, which is actually going into one of my tips. Many people, the fear part is what I want to address. There is a lack of confidence somewhere. Now, Rochelle, this isn't for you. I'm not saying that you are not confident. So this is not for you. But just in general, one of the reasons why people are afraid to promote themselves is because there's some type of fear, or there's some type of lack of confidence, whether it is in themselves or within their brand or their product, right? Because think about it. anything that you really like, whether you made it or not, you have no problems talking about. You go to a movie, it's a great movie. What you doing? You either gonna talk about it. If you went with somebody, y'all gonna be talking about that for the rest of the night. If you went by yourself, uh-oh, if you went by yourself, then you're going to be calling somebody and telling them, OMG, this is a movie that I just saw and we have to see it. Case in point, I told the I'm Glad to Be a women, come January, I want for us to come together and go out and see the 355, right? Why? I was out watching No Time to Die. Preview came on. I'm like, OMG, this looks like a really good movie. And I want for all of the ladies to go out because it seems like this is a really good empowerment pick, right? So here is the thing. When it's something that you really like, you go to a restaurant. I don't care if it's a sit down restaurant, a fast food restaurant. You try a new meal. You want to tell people about it. So when things are good, we have no problems in promoting. So what we have to understand, hey, Miss Phyllis, what we have to understand is that sometimes when there is a fear, the fear is internal. It's either something that we feel that lacking. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I can you am I frozen again? Let me know. I have no clue what in the world is going on today. Mm, mm, mm. We gonna fight through this one though. Let's see. Just okay. I'm not frozen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I need y'all to help keep me on track. So what I was saying is that there sometimes is a fear. The reason why we don't like to promote is because there is an internal fear where we're like it either we feel like somebody won't like us personally, or we feel that there's something lacking in our brand, right? So here is how to overcome that. So when we're talking about the art of self-promotion, it's just like anything else where it's an art to it. So it doesn't feel salesy if there's a confidence that you have in yourself, if there's a confidence that you have about your product, right? So you have to understand that this is what I do. This is who I am. For many of us with our brands, we become synonymous to our brand, right? So, case in point, with Rochelle. For many people, when they see Rochelle, first thing they think is cancer, not in a bad way, but they think this is the person. If I got an issue with cancer, if I want to talk about a mammogram, if I done found a lump somewhere, like let me call Rochelle. And I want to say I shared this out loud last year. It was like right before my two daughters had their surgeries, I found a lump. And I did not call Rochelle immediately, but indirectly, she was the reason why I scheduled a mammogram. First, I scheduled a appointment with my doctor and then followed up to get a mammogram because I said to myself, how can you be friends with this lady? And this is all that she ever does is talk about moving from awareness into action. How can you tell all of these other people about moving into action? You are a survivor. This is what you do. And then when it comes to you, you not do anything. So my conscience would not allow me not to follow up, right? And I honestly believe that had I not known Rochelle, I probably would not have gone through doing it. But it was like as soon as I finished making that appointment, she was the second person. I called my sister first. She was the second person that I called to tell her thank you. Right. As it turned out, everything was fine. They didn't find anything or whatever. But she put on a few extra pandemic pounds, so some lumps appeared. where they were not before. Just some extra rolls, I didn't know about them rolls. I found them. I thought it was a lump. It wasn't. It's just extra. But but in either case, the point is I can smile now because I was proactive. And so the point just is that there are many times when we get um known for a particular thing. Like people, when they see me, many people either don't know my name or don't know how to pronounce my name. But when they see me, they like, I know you the book lady. You see what I'm saying? They know, oh, you the one who always do all those videos about blah, blah, blah. So if you're doing a good job, most of the time people will like if let me say this. If I said America's favorite fries, type in the comment section for me if I say America's favorite fries, what restaurant automatically comes to mind? If you hear the phrase America's favorite fries, what comes to your mind? I'm interested in hearing your responses to that. So if you were to hear America's favorite fries, what restaurant comes to mind? And the point that I'm making with this is that when you're building a brand, it's nothing wrong for people to, oh, the devil is a lie, Rochelle. Wendy's like, no, man, it ain't Wendy's. Wendy's ain't got everybody's favorite fries. That ain't it. Thank you, Tanya. Wendy's got, see, I'm finna go to the whole left. Wendy's probably got some of the worst fries ever, but that's okay. That is not this show. Hey, Miss Travell, McDonald's has been said to have, they are the ones that's known as having America's favorite fries. Whether or not that's right, my personal opinion that it is, but whether or not it's actually right, most of the time when you hear the slogan America's favorite fries, people automatically think about McDonald's, right? Come on, favorite fries. And so the point is all the stuff that McDonald's sells. And one of the things that they're known for other things, but one of the main things they're known for is their fries, okay? That is because they have promoted themselves, they have branded themselves. And even if they didn't promote themselves to have that, they offered it well enough where other people just caught on and they kind of did it themselves. You see what I'm saying? It's the same concept with your brand. So, Rochelle, and I took the long way around. I went all the way to California, went through Texas to come back to Chicago to say, to say this. You don't have to fear overloading your people with information because that's what they come to you for, right? And so like when you have different information, you got different announcements. If you're on social media, it's your wall. Post it. If they don't like it, now again, I would say this. There's a difference between posting frequently versus tagging frequently, okay? So for example, if you're on social media, if you have, and I think I've shared this before, if you have 1,000 friends, don't tag the same 10 people 1,000 times, right? That's the only thing that may become overwhelming because again, it's your business, it's not your friend's business. Now, is tagging wrong? No. But there's a power in the tag, and you don't want to overuse the power of the tag. You do not want to abuse or overuse or misuse the power of the tag. Okay. So this is what I mean. If Rochelle has people that's following her, Rochelle got 1,000 people that's following her. Every time, and this is again, this is example, y'all. This example. It was her question, so that's why I'm using her in the example. Every time that Rochelle tags whoever or posts, every time whoever is following her, whenever she posts, they're going to be notified. So that if Rochelle tags 10 people, say I'm one of the 10, then that is typically going to come to my wall unless I have it where it can't. That's going to come to my wall. So if Rochelle posts every hour on the hour and if she's always tagging me, now she's not just flooding her timeline, she's flooding my timeline. And unless we had an agreement or understanding, then that is what becomes overwhelming, right? However, if you want to tag, then you go ahead and just figure out 10 different people. Every time you post, tag 10 new people, so that way you got your messages going around to different walls every time, right? But even without posting, people who naturally follow you will be notified, and people that follow you know what it is that you offer. So do not underestimate what it is you bring to the table and feel like, oh, there's too much information. Guess what? If they don't want that post, they can go to the next one. They don't like this announcement, they can go to the next one. It's the same thing with your broadcast. When you do Warriors Talk every Monday night, matter of fact, you supposed to be doing Warriors Talk soon. Matter of fact, don't you still do it at 6 o'clock? So when y'all get finished here, then go to Rochelle's channel because she do Warriors Talk at 6 p.m. So the point is, when you're doing your broadcast, people know that primarily you're going to be talking about things to do with cancer and things like that, right? I believe one of your nights you do relationships. So if they follow you, they already know what you do. So even in the midst of your broadcast, it is nothing wrong with then promoting yourself while you're there. That's called cross promotion. So people that may not follow you on social media, but they listen to your podcast, they might have missed a post. So you make sure you do your announcements when you're at your podcast. That's why it's your show. So you want to make sure that and so I'm hoping that everybody's kind of getting this. I use Rochelle because she was the one who put it in there. So for those of you all who are just coming on, we're talking about the art of self promotion. And instead of me just going right into my tips, what I'm doing is I'm actually allowing you guys to comment. What is it that is holding you back? What is it that you find most challenging about promoting yourself? And so Rochelle's point was the fear of overloading her viewers or her followers or whatever, right? And so let me see. Travell says, and Phyllis, I did not forget about you. I'm going to you next. Travell says, I can post all day, but I don't tag people unless they tell me it's okay. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's the one thing about, and you will see people that say that all the time, like, I don't mind if you post or if you tag me. And depending on the person, I don't mind if I'm tagged either. But again, if it's frequent tagging, then it can be overwhelming because now your posts are hiding my own and it's my wall. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, Phyllis, let's come to you, and then Travell, I saw that you had a point. Phyllis says, hey girl, hey, hello everyone. She says, I have to learn the how to's, how to edit videos, how to create with Canva, how to keep my Facebook group page motivated. It's overwhelming and I shut down. My thing also is wanting things to be perfect before I release it. Okay, so can I share this real quick? Now, I'm a person who I watch other people. So, and as an author, I never, we don't plagiarize. I don't steal people's content. I don't ever want to make y'all feel like I said something when I didn't. So a friend of mine, her name is BB Robinson. She talks about Perfect Patty, how Perfect Patty never gets anything done, right? So you have to understand that sometimes you have to mess up first. Um and when I say mess up, it might not even be that you know that you messed up. Sometimes what happens is you have to do it. Case in point, when I did my first book, released my first book, had no clue what it was supposed to look like. No clue whatsoever. I wasn't an author before. I didn't have somebody telling me what I was supposed to do, what I wasn't supposed to do. I didn't know. I had no. I just was, doing my best to go ahead and release this book, believing I was being obedient to God, right? But a few years after the fact, after I had been in this game for a while, and then I look back on it, that song says, I look back over my life and I think these are so when I look back over my first few books, um, I know. I know, right? But I didn't know that I didn't know. Okay. And even after finding out, there are still times when you don't get certain things all the way right. The song say experience is the best teacher. And so there are some times where you won't know what you need to improve until you actually release it, right? And also understand that there's something to be said about relatability. So sometimes it helps to increase your audience when they see that you're asking their opinion about something, or you're like, hey guys, I don't really know how to do blah blah blah, or has anybody ever done da 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 da, right? It helps to create that sense of relatability where they'll be able to kind of see, and now they feel like they're part of the journey. So don't make it seem as though it has to be 100% correct before it's out. Because can I tell you something? Even when you at the point that you think it's 100% correct, it still could be lacking somewhere. Okay. And there's times when you done been doing something for 10 years before you find out that wasn't it. That child, that was not it. So you just you figure out how to keep it moving, right? That's what I'm saying. Travell said that. Here, let me put it up there so everybody can see. Travell said that she did a poll and people responded, because a lot of times, and then that in and of itself, Travell, for Phyllis, that's another solution for you, right? Because you said, and I want to go back to what you said, Phyllis, so that way I can address each one of your issues. You said that it can be overwhelming trying to keep your Facebook group motivated. So some of the things that you can do is when you're thinking about different projects that you're trying to work on or whatever, you can poll them. Hey, what would y'all like to see next? That keeps them motivated. That keeps them interacting in what's going on. Because can I tell you, some people always got an opinion about something. Can I tell you that people always have an opinion? Now, don't nobody ever really want to talk about what they personally doing. But if they could talk about you and your stuff, then come on all day long. At least one somebody is going to interact with you. And so when you talk about the how to edit videos, how to create all of that, all I can tell you, that's just gonna be time. You have to just invest the time. There is no quick fix to learning how to edit the videos. It just takes time. So you put some of them out there and you preface it with, y'all tell me what you think about this video. I'm still working with, Movie Maker. I'm still working with whatever your software is, and I ain't sure. Tell me what you think. There's how you get some more feedback, and let them know, look, what Erica Badu say, I'm sensitive about my stuff. I'm sensitive about my stuff. So, tell me what you think, but don't tell me what you think all the way. Like, figure out a way to say it real soft. Say it right, but say it soft. You see what I'm saying? So that way, now what happens is, oh, girl, this is free. This is free. This is free right here. Why don't you, even within your group, have what's called Fix It Friday? Okay. Fix It Friday. Go with me. Y'all seeing hot and right and fresh right in a moment. Fix It Friday. And this is what Fix It Friday does. So on Fix It Fridays, whatever videos that you've either edited or whatever post banners that you're making with Canva, you can do it one or two ways. You can post it and then you can say, hey, y'all, this is another episode, or this is Fix It Friday, so you ain't going to go live. So this is Fix It Friday. I'm going to post all day. I'll be posting various things that I don't know how to fix it, right? So that's one of the things. I don't know how to fix it. Tell me, what would you do to fix this thing? Or you can say, this is what I've done. Tell me what I can do to fix it. So either do something and ask them what it is that they would suggest you to do to fix it, or you present it. This is as far as I've gone with it. What do you think about it? Right. So that way you can get their responses from it. And now, again, they're becoming part of the journey. And now it motivates you to go ahead and just release it. Like, because the concept is to release it imperfectly. Right. So you go from Friday to Friday, even if you're only working on one thing, every Friday, it becomes your goal to present something to your group. And here is Fix It Fridays. This is what Fix It Fridays project is. This is a post. I was working on Canva, got stuck right here. Y'all fix it in the comments. Tell me how to fix it in the comments. And then once you fix it, you turn around and maybe you have a makeup Monday. So, hey, y'all, I made it Monday or something like that. So you show them that you've taken into account what it is that they told you to do to fix it, right? And whoever it is that responded, you implement whatever the suggestions are. And then when you post it fixed on that following time, so whether it's Monday, Tuesday, whenever it is, then you tag the people that originally commented, right? Because if you do that, now they really feel a part, number one. Then you're gonna always have somebody wishing that it was them that got tagged in. And so the next time you do it, they gonna be sure to respond as well. You got me? So that's how you do that. So that's gonna help you to fix your videos, your Canva stuff, get your Facebook group motivated, have you so now you ain't overwhelmed anymore, and you ain't got to worry about being perfect to release it. Girl, and that was free. Y'all see what I do for y'all when y'all just tune in, just cause y'all tune in. I try to give y'all something that's gonna help y'all. Hello to everybody that's coming in. Hey, Miss Shalonda. Hey, Miss Tanisha. Hey to everybody. Hey, Miss Demetris, to Belle, to everybody that's coming in. Lindrea. Girl, hey, Lindrea. I ain't seen you or heard from you in a long time. I'm glad you're doing well. Everybody, please feel free to tag somebody that you think is going to help. What we're talking about is the art of self-promotion. So before I get to my couple little tips, and I'm going to read the last one or two things first, and then I'm going to get into my tips, because I only got a couple, but y'all know how I am. What I try to do is I want to give y'all tips that's going to be able to be used soon as you get off of this, because again, I always tell y'all, I respect your time. So if you respect me enough to give me your time to interact with me, I'm going to try to give you something that you can use as soon as you get off of my broadcast. Now, Travell says, do I recommend using Facebook ads? It seems like I have more reach on Facebook, but I have more interaction on Instagram. Okay, so the answer to that question, Travell, it depends on what it is that you're looking for as a result. Okay, so if you're looking for exposure only, then I would say Facebook ads. If you are looking for conversion, there's a way that you set the ads up so that you can convert. Many times people are using Facebook ads if they are promoting their product or whatever, and they're just looking for exposure, or even to get people to sign up for stuff. So like if they're doing these webinars or whatever, and they just need people to click. But if you're looking for people to actually start interacting a little bit more, again, every social media platform is different. And this is what I tell people: make sure you understand how each social media platform works, and specifically works for you and your brand. Just because Facebook may work well for this person doesn't necessarily mean it'll work best for you. So it seems as though you already kind of have what you're looking for on Instagram. You don't have to try to fix it if it's not broke, right? So like, unless it's a reason why you need for it to be on Facebook, then you just know, okay, when I'm promoting stuff, when I'm looking for interaction, I go to Instagram. When I'm just posting stuff, I go to Facebook, right? So every platform can serve its own purpose for you. You don't have to try to get the same results from every social media platform. I hope that that makes sense. Let me see. She also says, I have been blogging, but I need time to focus to actually keep it up on a regular basis. Let me tell y'all something. As much stuff as I do, as much stuff as I do, can I tell you, being consistently is still probably, all these years later, still probably one of the hardest things in the world, to consistently be consistent, right? Oh, you better stop it. Thank you, Miss Shalonda. I appreciate you as well. You said turn up the volume. It's turned up, Tanisha. It's turned up. It's turned up. Yeah, Phyllis, you said, I'm going back through the comments, y'all. Phyllis says that yes, you do. You need to be vulnerable and stop worrying about being perfect. Absolutely. When you're building your business, right? Depending on the aspect. Now, ain't nobody telling you to put how much money you make on social media, but you're growing your business. It's a whole lot of like-minded individuals who are also growing their business. So by them helping you, then number one, they end up helping themselves, and then they're helping you too. So it's a genuine sense of community within that. And so at the end of it, as you grow, people feel like we grew, right? Like, even if I didn't do no work, we grew because she used this suggestion or whatever, and then it's just good to be good, and you put it out there. And let me say this too: you're gonna get some ignorant folks, and this, I want to tie this into Travell's point too. When you use ads, your ad can be the most innocent thing ever, right? I don't know if you guys saw it, but I want to say it was last week or so, week before last. Marquita, she's a friend of mine. I don't even know if she's watching now, but Marquita, I have shirts that I have. So this is, y'all see Team APS shirt, right? But I also have a shirt for my Educate and Empower brand. And so she was wearing that shirt. She bought the shirt for me, or from me, I should say. She bought the shirt, and she took a picture to show me, hey, y'all know how y'all do. You buy one of your friends' products or whatever. Once you get it, you take a picture, you show it to them. It touched me that day. Like, that was probably the best thing that happened to me that day. Made me cry. So I took a picture of it, and I'm like, thank you so much. This made my whole whole day. And then I took it a step further and I used it to promote, not necessarily thinking that I was going to get any sales from it, but just to get the exposure so that people could see somebody other than me wearing the shirt, right? And some people, I'm trying to watch my language, y'all. Some people won't call nobody ignorant or nothing, but they'll say, "Oh, you're trying to spam them." I'm not spamming you, sir or ma'am, because I didn't put it on your wall. It is an ad. And so if it pops up on your wall, that means that you just happen to fit my demographic. So I want to say that out loud to Travail and to Phyllis or whoever it is that's watching. And you all, if you decide that you want to use the paid or sponsored ads, understand that you cannot have thin skin in this game. So going back to your point, Phyllis, about being vulnerable, you cannot be that vulnerable where if people say something that you don't like, that it will make you shut down, because there are some people that live to be ignorant and some people who only put up, they wake up to be ignorant. So this again goes back to that initial point that I was making about you having to have confidence in yourself and your brand or your business or whatever it is that you're looking to promote. So see that Fix It Friday, girl, and that was free. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened when you come over here. Travail says for videos, it depends on what you're using. Movie Maker is simpler to me in a phone use, but all the bigger apps require time and a computer. So you see, there you go. So y'all start talking about what's going on, because people will always be able, everybody has different experiences. That's what makes life so awesome, right? Like there are people who have used products that you probably never heard of. There are people who've probably used the exact same products that you have, but they use features that you didn't even know existed. And so that's how come it's nothing wrong with sharing what it is that you go through. And then to tie this back in to what Rochelle said, when you're doing it on your wall, it's your wall. So if you don't like what I'm saying, then you ain't got to chime in. But a lot of times when you go to the book, meaning Facebook, when you go to the book for help, what was this, about 4 years ago, y'all? My computer crashed. When I tell y'all, a sister was not on the verge of tears. She was on the verge of a meltdown because I was in the middle. I was ghostwriting a project. And this is the reason. This is the reason why I always write stuff down in my notebook first, because I was typing this, I was ghostwriting a project and I was just flowing. I was just flowing. Okay. And I had not written it in a notebook. I just was typing it because normally, again, my process, and this reason why I have a reason for my process is to write it down in my notebook. So then but this particular day, I just was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna type this real quick. But then this real quick, I just got in a zone. So I just started flowing, and I'm just flowing and I'm flowing. Had no clue that the autosave was not turned on, number one. I don't know what happened to this day. I can't tell you why that computer crashed. When I tell you I was 8 chapters in, who see that was 4 years ago, and it still feel like it's just yesterday. See, let me tell you something. Ghostwriting is its own something or another. And so when you are just, and if Tanisha's on here, she can definitely identify with me. When you start ghostwriting, so that means you writing for somebody else and you done found their voice and you done figured out what to do. And the only copy I got is online and it wasn't saved. Whoo, that day I had to pray and thank God that I was saved, because when I tell you, but I took it to the book. See, I forgot my point that quick. I had all bring it back to Neil. I took it to the book and I asked them, I said, can anybody tell me, what happens if your computer crash and how do you find right? So the point that I'm making to you, Miss Phyllis, is that, oh yeah, I could have stayed in my, oh, I'm a publisher, I don't want anybody to know that this or that happened. Now, granted, I didn't tell them whose project it was. They didn't even know that it was a ghostwriting project until like right now at this very moment. But they knew my computer crashed. And so everybody that, I mean, people were just coming in with all types of stuff. Well, did you try this? Did you try this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do that? People were even hitting me in the inbox. So yes, there are times when you have to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable because we don't know everything. Who in the world says that we got to know everything? You know what you know. And I tell people this all the time. When it comes to literary stuff, I know my stuff. When you leave the literary world, you got the entrepreneurial world. Like there are a few different industries that I'm very, very, very knowledgeable about. But I know what I know. I don't know what I don't know. Don't you dare come over here talking to me about cars, anything. What about a car? If you ain't talking about putting in gas or windshield wiper fluid, ain't no reason for you to talk to me. I don't know nothing about changing a tire. And I'm not ashamed about it. I don't know how to change oil. I just like when I had my truck for like 6 years before I figured out how to open the hood. Okay, like I don't do that type of stuff. Don't do it. Don't feel bad about it. That is not my lane. We all have a lane and you stay in that lane. So that means that if I'm coming out of this lane, I ain't gonna know about the other lane. And I don't feel bad about the fact that I don't know nothing about the other lane. Got me? Okay. So let's go here. Travell says, talk about groups too. What we talk? Child, child. Let me tell you something. Facebook has now reinstated that feature of letting you know that somebody has invited you to a group. Because she says, I don't want to create a group for my business page when I manage several pages too. That can be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. But this is so, again, this is what you need to do when you are using social media for business. You need to make sure that you know what you're using it for, right? So, in other words, what are your expectations from using your particular platform? Am I using this page because I am trying to get exposure? Am I using this page because I'm trying to get sales? Am I using this page because I'm trying to get customers? Is it a combination of them? Is it all of them? You have to make sure that you identify what your reasons are, because what you don't want to do, number one, is not know why you're using it, right? Because if you don't know why you're using it, then that means you're not going to have the specific setup. Did you, sir? Let me tell you, I was crying. I don't. Travell said she's still okay. Y'all don't bring that back. I was traumatized. I was traumatized. This was like 4 years ago, and it still feels like yesterday. But that's okay. That's okay. But look, so in either case, y'all, let me tell you. So you have to know what you're using, what is the reason for your page, because the way that you interact with those pages will differ depending on what you're trying to get out of it, right? So it's like if you do not look for, if you're not looking for sales, then you really wouldn't be putting up stuff about merchandising. Like, okay, again, y'all see my team APS shirt. Okay, y'all keep this in mind. It's the reason why I keep on referencing this. And I'm finna be done in a minute because I think that I got everybody's questions out the way. So I'm gonna go to my tips real quick. But here's the thing. If you're not looking for sales, you don't have to set it up as though you're trying to sell. Or if you're trying to get more customers, then you don't want to just talk about you see what I'm trying to say. So you need to identify within yourself, have a plan, have a blueprint. Why is it that I'm doing whatever this is? What is it that I'm looking to get out of it? Right. So in either case, let me see. Yes, someone said my encouragement. Let me. They'll be all right. God bless them. You say, girl, okay, look. So Shalonda say she want a t-shirt. So let me put this in here for y'all real quick. Let me put this in here for y'all. Y'all know I don't type in talk. So let me see. Let's see. Hey, Miss Carol. And guess what, Carol? I talked to Superintendent Edie today. Thank you so much. He was absolutely a blast. He was incredible. I love him. I love him so much. Okay, I am educatingpower.com. So Shalonda, I just need you to go to that website that I just put on here. I am educatingempowered.com. You can get a Team APS shirt. You can get the Educated and Empowered stuff. I got a whole lot of different stuff over there at I am educated and empowered. Girl, see, Victoria was there. Victoria, remember that day. I'm telling y'all, everybody was crying for me. Demetria chimed in. I had a lot of different people who were like, they were either shooting me inboxes or putting it in there. Y'all, look, we gotta, hold on. We can't even talk about this no more, y'all, because I'm trying to stay focused and y'all finna get me back crying again. So, okay, look, what's the best social media site to start a blog? Any What you gonna do with the blog, Shalonda? That's the thing, right? So it's like, okay, go to WordPress. Mostly everybody's gonna tell you to go to WordPress, but here's the thing: if you go to WordPress, that's your site. You got to get people there. So how are we getting the readers? Because like, just because we have a website does not mean that we have viewers. Okay. And this is one of the things that authors and entrepreneurs in general, but now specifically, I'm talking about my authors. This is a common misconception that most authors make. You feel like just, and this is not to you specifically, Shalonda, I'm just saying in general. We feel like just because our product is on a website, that is synonymous with being successful. You were successful in getting the thing uploaded. That is not the same as getting people to view it. That's a whole separate job, right? A lot of authors feel like, okay, well, my book is on Amazon, so now I'm gonna be a millionaire. No, baby. If you don't have a campaign that's gonna send people to buy the book from Amazon, then you're gonna be the same place you were financially after you upload it as you were before you uploaded. Just the upload of Amazon on its own is not what's making you a millionaire. Same thing with the blog. Just because you get a WordPress site. So again, in terms of, in order to answer that, I cannot blanketly tell you the best media site. I need to, we would have to be able to know, we would have to, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Because we got to kind of qualify. That's the word. We have to figure out what type of blog is going to be. It's just like saying, what's the best social media platform to be on? What you trying to do? So if we're talking about socially speaking, that would probably be Facebook or the metaverse. If you're talking about pictorially speaking, that might be Pinterest or Instagram. From a Google standpoint, it would be Instagram. If you're talking about for videos, then that might now be TikTok. It was YouTube, So what if you're talking about from a professional standpoint, that would be LinkedIn. So it depends on what it is that you're trying to achieve with your product. You see what I'm saying? So once you figure that out, yes, we can get you a WordPress site. But once you get the WordPress site and once you get your blog posted on WordPress, then is that going to be its own standalone site? Do you want to incorporate that into a greater site? Do you see what I'm saying? So what are we trying to do with it? That's what you would want to ask yourself. Thank you, sir. I try to help. I try to help the people as much as I can. I try to help the people as much as I can. So where we at? Okay, can I recommend another site other than WordPress? I blog any websites and get better traffic than they're on WordPress. Okay, Victoria, this is what I would have to ask you. And you know me, so I can ask and you ain't offended. What are you doing to drive the traffic to WordPress that you feel would be different if you had a different site? And this is the reason why I'm asking that question. It's actually rhetorical. You don't necessarily have to answer in the comments. It's rhetorical because here's the thing. The magic isn't necessarily in the hosting site. It is what are you doing to drive the traffic there? Because again, it's the same analogy that I just used with Amazon. You can be on Amazon, but if nobody knows that you're there, just because you're on a big site does not guarantee that people are going to buy your book. That's just half the work now that I have somewhere for people to see me. Okay, so it's just okay, go with this. So you buy a house, right? Because you want company to come over. So you buy the house, but you never invite anybody. So it's a two-part job. So first job, if I want to entertain people, I got to have somewhere to entertain them. So once I get the somewhere, my job ain't done. Now I actually got to go and I got to do the inviting. And unfortunately, when it comes to selling our products and services, it's not a one-time only invitation. We have to constantly do this, whether you're doing it daily, whether you're doing it hourly, whatever your frequency is, we have to always be promoting ourselves, right? So even if I said, okay, we'll go to this site, the sites that you set your blogs up on don't have built-in traffic there, right? So it's still going to be for you. The questions I would ask, and this is to anybody that's looking to do a blog, the questions that I ask is, what does your email list look like? Right? So do we already have a mailing list where when we do our blogs, that we're sending it out to the people to tell the people, hey, here is my new blog, check it out. Are we, so are we sending out newsletters, or are we like emailing our people to let them know that this is a new blog, check it out? Are we taking it to Facebook and saying, hey, here's my blog, can you click on this link and then let it redirect you? Have we asked anybody, do you want to subscribe to my newsletter? Like, that's what it is that I'm saying. Like, what are we doing to get the eyes there on our by ourselves, not just waiting for the organic traffic to happen, but you have to actually put in, and again, this isn't directly at you, this is to anybody who's doing whatever it is, whether it's a blog, a website, a book, whatever. Yes, there's some organic traffic, very small, that's just naturally gonna happen. Just like if you guys ever see those sites about like Teachable or Kajabi or whatever, they make it seem like, oh, it's nothing. All you got to do is just come on and get on this site, right? Even with the click funnels, just come on, get on this site. Now, the difference is, and I don't know if sir is still on here, but what he used to tell me, when I was first, like, this was years ago when I was first doing some stuff, because most of you guys know that I had my own physical bookstore. So what he would kind of liken it unto is this. So like when I had my first bookstore, I was inside of a mall. Right. When I had my second bookstore, it was an independent location. So that if you go on a site like a ClickFunnels, that's like or Teachable, Udemy, whatever, that's like being in a mall where there are still people there, right? Is naturally people there, but you don't necessarily know if they're going to come in your store. But it's more likely that you'll get somebody to come in because it's already people there. Not guaranteed, just more likely. Hey, Miss Norzella. Hey, Patricia. Whereas with an independent location, now I actually have to go and do the work to build the traffic to get them to come into. If you build it, they will come. So you build it, that's great, but they ain't gonna just come. Even if you invite them, they ain't gonna just come. Like, you know how us is, right? Some folks, you invite them, and what they say, I come if you come get me. Anybody ever did that? Anybody? I don't care if it's your friends, your family, whoever. You tell them, I'm having a party, I'm having this, I'm having that. I would love for you to be there. And they say, I'll come if you come get me. So for some people, just knowing where you stay ain't good enough. Just knowing that you got a blog, just knowing you got a book, just knowing that you got a website ain't good enough. Even when you put it out there and you invite them to come, they ain't gonna do it. This is why I tell y'all, here's one more good tip to write this down. When you post something on social media, right? Say you referring people, you say, go like my page. So case in point, earlier today, right before I came on live, I asked people, I said, will you please go and like my fan page? Matter of fact, when I get done with this, y'all go like Educated and Empowered if you haven't already done so. I told people, I said, go like Educated and Empowered, and please follow Educated and Empowered on Instagram. Now, see, some of y'all would just do that and then be mad because they're not coming and liking it. But what I know is you can't just tell people, go like my Facebook page. Why? Because somebody gonna spell it wrong. Somebody ain't gonna know, okay, well, there's a space here, or I didn't know how to spell it out there. So what you do is you try to reduce the amount of work or effort that you're asking people to put in, right? Because you have to, and I ain't saying none of y'all are lazy, but I'm saying that there are people who they're not going to, if you give them a website and tell them, okay, well, if you get to this website, then you click on this tab, then you go down 3, then you push on it. People don't follow directions in the best of circumstances when it's day stuff. Okay. So you the one that need the favor. So you have to learn how to simplify the process, help them help you. So that if you ever have, so like when I did Educating Power, I didn't just, when Shalonda said she wanted a t-shirt, hey, Miss Shalonda, when Shalonda said that she wanted a t-shirt, I didn't just say, okay, go ahead and go to the website, get it. What I do, I typed in the exact website. So all she got to do is click on that URL and then boom, she's at the website. When I put up there about my post earlier about the Black Man Extravaganza, and I told y'all to get y'all tickets, if you notice, I didn't even just put in my name is Tennille.com. Oh no, baby, I put in those extra links. My name is Tennille.com / coming soon / Black Man Extravaganza, because what I'm not going to do is chance that somebody click on my name is Tennille.com and then go through the whole website, and then are they going to find it on coming soon, and then no. What I'm going to do, I'm praying right now that you click the link. So if you click the link, I done took all the rest of the work out for you. All I need you to do is just click the link. Some of y'all don't know how to put your links in right. You just put in either the main website link, or you don't know how to like do the extra slashes and dashes and all of that. You got to learn how to do that. Let me see. Where can I'm looking to have a Wix website. Where can I find someone that does that? All right, Miss Patricia, if you are still watching, what you want to do is go to Facebook. It's a billion, it's like 11 groups. And then you just go inside of a group for whether it's like Black business owners. It don't have to just be Black people, entrepreneurs, whatever. And then or you can just put it on your page. You know that feature that Facebook has, looking for recommendations. I'm looking for a website designer, because that's what it is that you're looking for. You want somebody to design your website. I'm looking for a website designer. Any recommendations? And it's similar to what I was telling Phyllis. People always got recommendations, and especially when you do good business, people will refer you in a moment, right? So when you do good business, people don't mind referring you. So again, this is when you come into the book. Hey, I need a referral, y'all. I'm looking for somebody who can do website design specifically with Wix. Any recommendations? And just watch it work. Because I'm telling you, you go probably within the first hour, you're gonna get at least 5 to 10 people to say something. And then what you can also do is use hashtags. Hashtags will work to your advantage. So hashtag website designer, hashtag Wix. So that way, what'll happen is anybody that sees those, so any comments that not comments, any groups that have those hashtags in it, then they'll get access to that post as well. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Right here on Aspects of Entrepreneurship. You got Norzelli just said her son-in-law does websites, Patricia. So there's one place you can go already. Let me see. Victoria says, thank you, Tennille. I tried a lot of that years ago when I started, but I didn't generate enough traffic. I think it was that I was new to social media and didn't have a lot of followers. Demographics could have played a part as well. This is good info that you're sharing. Thank you so much, Victoria. So look, y'all, look, I'm an hour in, but I promise y'all some tips. So y'all stay with me. I'm finna stop reading everybody comments. I'm gonna go to my tips real quick, but I'm gonna start it from here, from what Victoria said. She said that she was new to social media and didn't have a lot of followers. Let me tell you something. When you're in business, one of the first things is, hold on, let me go to the first. She says, I tried that years ago when I started, but I didn't generate enough traffic. First thing when you are starting is be very specific with yourself. What does that mean? So, Victoria, again, this is not personally to you. I'm just using you the class. You're not gonna, okay. So, what does that mean when I say I didn't get enough? We gotta first, so all of this is rhetorical. Define for yourself when you are first starting out, blog, business, whatever. What are your real numbers? And the reason why you want to put that out there, so you don't want to just say, I want to get a lot of people to follow me. What is a lot? How many is a lot? Okay. I want a lot of followers. How many is a lot? So that's the first thing. Let's identify what numbers we actually talking about. And then you need to know, is that a realistic number? I want 1,000 followers in a month. How many you starting off with? So if you have been on social media for X amount of time and you don't have that now, and you think that you finna go from, and again, Victoria, this ain't you. You got 2 people following you and you done been on social media for 10 years and you think in 1 month now 1,000 people finna follow you. that's not a realistic expectation. Y'all see where I'm going with this? You got to make sure that your efforts and expectations must match. I say this all the time to all my clients. Efforts must match expectation. Expectation must match effort. So whatever it is that you're doing, then it's not to say that you will not ultimately be able to get 1,000 followers. But if you've been on all this time and you're not going to dramatically change what you're doing, then you got to understand it takes time. A lot of the stuff that goes on, it is a process. It happens over time. There are people that you might see would get that have 2, 3, 4,000 followers. 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers. If it happened organically, because also understand you can pay for followers, but if you're actually looking for organic traffic, that don't just happen overnight, right? Not when you're first starting out. So you want to make sure that you're asking yourself, what is my expectation? So going back to Shalonda's question about the block, why? Okay, I'm starting this, but what am I looking to get out of it? Is it exposure? Is it dollars? Is it what is my why? Identify your why, and then once you figure out why you're doing it, what am I looking to get out of it? So if I'm looking to get out customers, how many customers, how much exposure? And then once you do that, then constantly level down from there. So I'm looking to get 500 customers in what time frame? Then what am I going to do to get those 500 customers? Because just because you're on Facebook or whatever social media platform for 5 years, that don't just equal that those customers are going to come to you. So you have to do stuff, to go back to Phyllis's point about keeping people engaged. You have to give away content. I got y'all here. Why? Because there's something that I'm giving away that y'all need, right? So you have to, whether you're giving information, you have to inform people, educate them, entertain them. You got to do something, right? You got to be able to drop some type of knowledge, something that's going to make them want to flock to you. So just because you have a business, that don't make you stand out. A lot of people got businesses, right? And so again, when I'm saying you, I am using the you in general. So when you are trying to get exposure, when you're trying to promote yourself, understand, what am I trying to do? What am I looking to expect? That is the question that you should be asking yourself. When I finish this promotion, what is the result that I'm looking for? Is this result realistic? So what is the result I'm looking for? Is that result realistic? Because the other thing I have found, especially among new entrepreneurs, indie entrepreneurs, is the fact that most of the time their expectation ain't even realistic. You've never done this before, yet you think you're gonna launch today and you're gonna make $10,000 tomorrow, right? Here's the thing, depending on what the product is, because I will say this, I do have some six-figure friends. So depending on what the project is and how you set it up, how much time did you put in the background setting it up, that is possible. I will say that. But so I'm not talking about with prior preparation. I'm talking about you literally, you ain't marketing nothing. This is how come a lot of times with my clients, they get flustered with me, but they understand me after the fact, is that I tell them, if you don't have a fan base, and I'm talking about publishing clients now, if you don't have a fan base already, no, 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 sir. No, ma'am. I am not going to release your book. You give me your manuscript on Tuesday, and then on next Thursday that I'm finna hit the publish button. No, no, sir, no, ma'am. We're not gonna do that, because what have you done to build buzz? Who knows that the book is gonna come once the publishing button is hit? I need you to go and start pounding the pavement. I need you to do some interviews. I need you to start doing some networking. I need you to, how about set up a social media page? I need you to start interacting with people. That takes time. There is no quick fix for time. Sorry. It's no quick fix for time. Like if you're trying to be, if you want sustainability, there's no quick fix for time. You have to put in the work. You are more than welcome, Miss Norzella. You have to put in the work, which means it's gonna be times that you do stuff and it ain't right. Like today, let me tell y'all something. If this was me starting out doing videos, hey Miss Marquita, if this was me starting out 4 years ago doing videos, and I had all of these different issues with my internet, when again I go from the same space, go live every day from the same space, I never had no problem. Now all of a sudden today I want to have all of these different issues. What y'all see me do? Just sit there and wait it out, because I know whether it's something going on in the area or something going on with Facebook. I didn't care. I'm gonna sit and wait it out, and I'm gonna keep on talking to y'all until we get through it. If this was 4 years ago, Oh, she probably would have been having a whole nervous breakdown. Oh my God, what's going on? But here's the thing: time teaches you lessons that I don't even know that anything else can. Different experiences. And what my grandma used to always say, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. So you don't allow certain things to get to you. So let me see. I have my website through Square We Okay. Yeah, yeah. So you help. Okay, I got you. I got you. So let's do this real quick, y'all. So for those of you who have a problem promoting yourself, let me give you some things. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of things that you can do real quick. Because again, I'm kind of going, girl, teaches some of the best lessons. So one of the things that you can do for those people who feel like promoting yourself makes you arrogant, makes you come across as being conceited or arrogant. It don't. It don't. I'll talk about that in a minute. For those of you who, so you don't want to seem braggadocious, you don't want to seem overly boastful. The Bible says that we supposed to have a spirit of humility. This ain't that. Okay. This ain't like when you tell people about what you do, because I've said it before. When you go to somebody else's job, when you work in somebody else's job, you don't have no problem telling people about what you do at work. So how come when you work in your own job for yourself, you think that now when I tell people about what I do for work, now I'm being braggadocious? That ain't what it is. But for those of you who have a problem talking about it, merchandise. This is number tip. Merchandise is your best friend. Get a t-shirt, get an ink pen, get a mug. The actress ain't on here. The actress Carter, she has her, what is it? Monday morning music moments. Okay. So when she sings or whatever, Tuesday night tune, she's done a whole lot of them. But when she sings, what she does, Demetra, I got you, girl. And hey, at that, hey, Miss Tayana. So this is one of the most brilliant things ever. So Deatrice does Monday morning music moments, and what Deatrice does is she sings, right? So I wish I had a mug here, but y'all just pretend this is a mug. So she comes on, and when she comes on, she's always holding her mug, and she lets y'all read the mug. She has had people donate mugs to her, send mugs to her because she's always holding a mug when she sings, right? And that's one of the things that you want to be able to do now. Like, this is Artists Promoting Success. Aspects of entrepreneurship is sponsored by Artists Promoting Success. So what do I have? Team APS. I'm wearing a Team APS shirt because somebody gonna be like what Shalana said, I want a t-shirt. So guess what? I ain't said a word. I just wore them. Never said anything. That's how come the tagline for Educated and Empowered, the tagline is let your clothes talk for you. I ain't got to tell nobody I'm educated and empowered. I'm going to just show you. Do you see what I'm saying? So those of you who have brands, some of the best things you can do is go get you some merchandise. And I ain't saying you got to spend $15,000, okay? Like, go get you $20 t-shirt, wear your t-shirt, set you up an online store, get somebody else to wear their t-shirts, get somebody else take a picture in your t-shirt. Or, and again, ain't just got to be t-shirts. In Chicago, it's about to be cold, so many people don't wear t-shirts. Get a hoodie, and make sure that your products are affordable. Get a $15, $16 mug or a water bottle, stuff that people use. We still in Corona time. Get the mask made. So get merchandise and carry your merchandise. You have to be seen doing it too. So that means like when you go out the house or if you come on live, make sure that people, so because me, first of all, I have t-shirts of everything I have. I'm Glad to Be a Woman t-shirts. I have APS t-shirts. I got Educated and Power t-shirts. But I don't have problem. I don't have problem promoting myself. So even if I didn't have on t-shirt, y'all gonna know I got weareaps.com. If anything about APS, weareaps.com. I'm gonna tell people, I'm gonna open my mouth, tell people about all the stuff that I'm doing. Okay. But for those of y'all who don't want to open up your mouth, then wear your stuff. Carry your stuff. So every time somebody see you writing whatever, you got that pen or you got a journal that got it on there, or you got, like I say, you got a mug, you got a cup, you got a mask. Have something on there where people can see it. And then after a while, guess what? It's a more passive way of doing it. But after a while, somebody probably gonna ask you, girl, I keep on seeing you. Well, what is that? What is that brand? Like, especially if it don't spell it out, somebody gonna say, what is APS? What is, you know what I'm saying? Victoria Etiquette. Put your website in the comment section, Victoria. Victoria does etiquette, okay? So somebody gonna see when she put in ETC because she does etiquette and training consultations or whatever. So when people keep on saying ETC, etc., why is it Victoria, etc.? I don't get that. No, girl, it ain't etc. Let me tell you, I do. So now that opens up conversation. Do you see what I'm saying? Because many people don't necessarily have a problem, whereas you may have a problem talking about yourself, you don't necessarily have a problem answering questions. So that if somebody asks you about your brand, ask you what you got coming up, then you'll talk to them about it. But just naturally, you won't do it. So get you some merchandise and let your merchandise talk for you, right? So that's one of the ways that you, because yourself is promoting your brand. The other thing that, and I just kind of mentioned it, is y'all need to start using social media for what it's for. Social media ain't just to be social. Social media is also to be professional. So is it better, would y'all get the hint if it's called professional media instead of social media? So like we've been talking about it all day. For this entire live, we've been talking about it. Get a fan page. If you got a business, you should have a fan page. Even if you say I don't like social media, until you have a profile page. You ain't got to have personal page to have fan page. You need to make sure, Phyllis, I love what you say, boom. So when you got a business, a product, a service, you're a public figure or want people to think you are, you need to have a fan page. So that way, people, because people can't support what they don't know about. Closed mouth don't get fed. Don't we say it all the time? This ain't all deep. This ain't, you ain't got to read the word of God to know this stuff. This is like basic business principles. People can't support what they don't know about. So this is my point. Going back, so this is a whole round robin, going all the way back to what Rochelle brought up about the fear of overwhelming people with her information. This is your business. Nobody else fails if you don't execute. You fail. So this is a personal situation. Why create the book if you don't want people to read it? Why start the blog if you don't want nobody to read it? Why create the business if you don't want anybody to patronize it, right? So my point just in that, that in and of itself is a rhetorical question, but it should be enough to get you to build a bridge to get over yourself. Because if you made the product, people have to know about it. So it's not you're being braggadocious. No. Now, if you, man, you never believe what I did because I did this and I did that, and look at how good I am, look at all my sales, and that's how come I got more than what you got, and you ain't never going to amount to nothing. When you do that, then yeah, that is a little bit on the braggadocious side. But if you just, when people ask you, because 9 times out of 10, when you deal with people on a daily basis, somebody say to you, how was your day? Y'all fault for saying, oh, it was okay, instead of actually telling them how your day was. Like we got, from our culture, we have so many things that's just automatically autopilot, right? How you doing? I'm okay. When you ain't okay. How's your day? It was good when it really wasn't good. Tell people about your day. When they, you didn't go in there and say, you'll never guess how my day was. If somebody come and ask you, how was your day? And look, you can be a little facetious. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. What's the next thing they gonna say to you? How you doing? Why? Because again, we have cultural exchanges that are just on autopilot, right? It ain't their fault if they ask you how you was doing and you actually told them, or how was your day and you actually told them. It's your fault if they ask you and you don't actually tell them. So when you say, let me see, Sharon said, I was just thinking yesterday, what should I do to keep my book going? Girl, okay, see, you done tuned in. So look, while she's here, because this is one of my clients here, Sharon, put in the information about your book. So Sharon got a whole book it's called Help I'm Drowning. So those of y'all that's in relationships or marriages and y'all trying to figure out some different issues that's going on and how can I get out of it, she got 7 life-saving tips to help you in your relationship. So she gonna put that information on there. But look, here is the thing. What you have to do is learn how to, again, I say it all stems with a confidence. When you are proud of what you have, how many of y'all that ever, if y'all got children, grandchildren, anybody. Now, this I do want for y'all to say, hey, Miss Tayana, thank you, ma'am. This I do want. Show of hands. How many of y'all got children, grandchildren, pets, any of that? Because I know y'all got them. I know you got. Hey, Lady Perryman, I know y'all got them. How many children, grandchildren, or pets? By show of hands in the comments. Children, grandchildren, or pets. I want y'all to start putting y'all comments up there. Because here's my point. When you have a baby, when you have a grandbaby, social media didn't even know, did they? So now sometimes they might have, depending on how interactive you are. Yo, everybody that know that your baby is finna have a baby. So this is finna be your first grandbaby. Why? Because from the moment that you found out that your child was finna have a child, you start telling social media, you didn't care if they cared. Did they ask you? Did they? No, no, no. This was something that meant something to you. You was excited about it. So you took the liberty to say, oh my God, y'all, oh, I can't believe it. I just found out that my daughter is finna give me a daughter. I just found out that I'm finna have another child. I just got this new pet. And then what y'all do the whole journey. If it's a natural pregnancy, whole journey, y'all checking in. Here's a sonogram. Here's it. You taking them along for the ride from the day that you find out that they pregnant to the day that you get the sonogram. To you probably gonna take them in the room. If you could take them into labor and delivery with which you would. Then they had a baby. You taking a picture of the baby. You're posting the baby up there when they first born. Then a month later. Then 3 months later. 6 months later. Y'all, she done got so big so fast. Y'all know you do it. You know you do it. Come on. Look. You see what she said? She got number 4 coming in March. But you know you do it. So why come? And yes, I said why come. So why come you can talk about your natural babies, your natural grandbabies, even your pets, and you don't find that to be braggadocious at all? Nobody didn't even ask you. I didn't even know you had a child. Now, listen, I know about your child. I know about her kids, not just the one she pregnant with. Now I know the whole life story, all because she got pregnant. How come when you get pregnant with purpose, how come not it's braggadocious to talk about it? How come when I have a baby, so my baby is my book. When I first get the idea of writing a book, aka when I first find out I'm pregnant, I don't tell nobody. How come when I done got the picture of my book cover, aka the sonogram, nobody still don't know about it? I just can't tell nobody. Oh, you know how your mouth work. But there's something about the fact that it's for you. Cause do y'all see where I'm going? So what I want y'all to do. So that's gonna be the last thing I do just to help y'all. Because everybody, especially the females, raise y'all hand. The women raise their hand and say, yeah, yeah. I tell her when I got a child, a grandchild, pets, all of it. So if it'll help you, think about your business, your book, your blog, your brand as your babies. I gotta write that down. Hold on, that was good. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take notes myself. I need that was fresh. I know that. What I say, your business, your book, your blog, and your brand. That might be an ebook. I'm gonna have to write. Hold on. Think of all of that, all them bees. Think of that as your baby. Okay. So that way, if I don't feel like it's anything wrong with talking about my babies or my grandbabies, when you birth your business, when you walking in your purpose, ain't that your baby? How long have y'all been walking around carrying this purpose? You still pregnant and you still ain't even told nobody. Many of y'all are past your due date and you still, people see the purpose in you. They see you past due and you still ain't told nobody. So that's something that's internal. So what I want y'all to do is stop being ashamed, because that's what it boils down to. The Bible says, if it for my spiritual folks that need it to be biblical, this is biblical. The word of God says, Romans 8:1 says, there is therefore now no condemnation Mean no shame, no guilt. It don't matter, well, because I ain't get my GED. So how they gonna look at me because I got a business, or how I'm gonna write a book, or what they gonna say because I wrote a book and I didn't even graduate from high school, or I just got out of jail, or my kids just did this. Or no, you give them something to be happy about, the same way that they might not have known nothing about you. Because think about it. How many times when you don't put the picture of that baby up on Facebook, ain't nobody else said nothing about your other posts. But as soon as that baby come, you get likes from people that you didn't even know that you were still friends with. Y'all know I ain't lying. You get 365 likes. No, your other stuff, you might get 2 or 3 likes. You put the picture up there and you get 365 people, and then people want to keep on knowing. Guess what? It's gonna be the same thing. Matter of fact, y'all prove me to see if when we get off of this live. I want everybody. Tanya, you just got finished with a book. Sharon, you got a book. Shalonda, you say you got a blog. Victoria, you got a blog. I want for y'all to prove me wrong, because I did this before. This was maybe a show last year. And I gave y'all tips and I told y'all to do it. And when I tell y'all, every single person that tried it came back and told me I was right. Prove me and see I ain't wrong. Put the cover to your book, the website to your business, and tell people, preface it with this, y'all. I just wrote my book. Here it is. I just started my blog. Now, that don't mean they gonna buy your book. That don't mean they finna gonna read your blog. But watch and see how many people will genuinely respond. Ain't nobody finna go in the comments talking about, oh, why you promoting yourself? Ain't nobody gonna say that. That's in your head. So you got to go out there and put it out there. I've seen so many of Lady Perryman's posts when she's talking about, it was one thing that she was doing where she was in a garden. I don't remember exactly what the video was, but she takes people along in these videos with her. And sometimes she'll get straight to the point, and sometimes she'll drag it out. But guess what? People are sitting there watching. Why? Because people are visual. You got to give people something to pull them in. You can't you sabotaging yourself. That's really the art of self-promotion, is to overcome self-sabotage. Oh my good. Y'all, hold on. I got to write that one down too. Hold on. Y'all write that one down too. The art of self-promotion is to overcome self-sabotage. I'm sorry. These gonna be some books. I'm trying to tell you. If you can get out of your own head, because most of the time, that's where, how they always say, the enemy is the enemy. Ain't nobody one time. Tanya, what you say? Someone just popped. Tanya said, true story. Someone popped up at my birthday brunch to purchase my book because she saw me on social media enjoying myself. This all I'm saying. Like, when you put up, so again, the point when I'm telling y'all right now to tell you that you created a blog, that you published your book, that you're launching your business, watch the comments. Many people may not even comment. They're just going to love what you did. Ain't nobody gonna say, oh my God, she up here promoting herself. Ooh, I can't believe that she is just, and I thought she was a child of God. And look at her being this braggadocious. It ain't finna. So build that bridge and get over yourself. Okay. Come on. This is it. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The art of self-sabotage, self-promotion is to overcome self-sabotage. That's what it is. That's what it is. So when you do that, right, now what you've done is you've just created a whole new world for yourself. Come on. That is, Lady Perryman said, and if they don't like it, then you can delete it. Because again, what I said, this your wall. This your stuff. It's your baby to push out. You mad because somebody else ain't helping you push out the baby when the baby's in your body. They walking around fine. You're the one that's walking around back hurt, feet hurt, all this stuff because you carrying around some weight that you ain't supposed to even have anymore. All because of what they gonna say. Well, I tell you what they gonna say when you done made it to the top, and whoever they are, they will always have something to say. So the question ain't about them, it's about you. How serious are you about being able to be successful in what you're doing? And notice I didn't say anything about being a billionaire, because everybody's purpose ain't to be a billionaire. But it's so many people that are allowing that fear of what other people will say to stop them about even letting stop them to even tell other people about what you're doing. And most of the time, most people are going to congratulate you. Again, you they don't even come out to support you physically. They might not buy a ticket. Let me tell you, I always do. I always have some type of event going on, right? So I tell people all the time, and this is real talk. Every time I see somebody, and it don't matter what event, because I do a lot of stuff. So whether you're talking about in the church realm, whether you're talking about in the professional realm, and professionally, I'm broken up into a lot of different compartments because all y'all on here probably know me just in a different facet, right? Every time I see somebody that said that they was either going to attend something, sign up for something, be at something, as soon as they see me, first thing they say, they feel the need to explain why they presence wasn't there for whatever capacity they said they were going to support. And this is what I tell people all the time. You never ever have to apologize to me about not being there. Why? Because I'm gonna always have something that you can support. So if you couldn't come to the gala in August, guess what? Now I got the Black Man Extravaganza in February. So if summertime wasn't your time, wintertime may very well be. And don't worry if you can't do that. I'm working on a contrib in May. So maybe spring is your thing, right? So do I got bars going on? But that's okay. Anyway, I'm being silly right now, y'all. But here's the thing. You have to give people something to support. And I don't just mean a product or service. I mean that they have to see you doing something. The worst thing you can do now, Sharon, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm going to come all the way back to you. Again, I had to go to California, to go to Texas, to come back to Chicago. So the worst thing that you can do is do one and done, right? If sustainability is what you're longing to do or longing to achieve, you have to be seen doing something. Now, ironically enough, I'm about to hit a holiday hiatus. This week is going to be my last week for definitely for the month of November. Tomorrow is Autumn's birthday. Y'all, anybody that knows me personally knows that I am in the midst of birthday season, right? So Jariah's birthday is October 8th. Autumn's birthday is tomorrow. Ariana got a birthday in December. Angel's birthday is in January. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be gone for 3 months, but I got some things that I have to work on. So we are calling it a holiday hiatus. So I may still go live sporadically, but I am going to be on a holiday hiatus. However, that don't mean that I'm coming off of social media. Do you see what I'm saying? So Sharon, to you, when you say, well, I don't really know what else to do with the book. Here's what happens. A lot of authors, they do a book release. And again, this ain't to you, Sharon. I'm talking to everybody in general. A lot of authors, they launch a book one time and then that's it. You don't see nothing else. You don't hear nothing else. I did a something. I don't remember if it was a master class, a webinar. I did something that was called I've written a book, now what? Right. So we talked about various things that you can do after you write your book. If you want to stay on that platform of being an author, then things that you can do are author things, right? So go to expos, go to book festivals, or host your own, have little small dinner parties, or because I understand that because it's COVID, a lot of people may not be comfortable being in big situations, and that's fine. Host your own events. It's a lot, and then you don't even have to do all in person because of the pandemic. Virtual reality really became our reality. Start doing things online. You already have your group, the Christian group, Christian women's group. If you I don't remember seeing you go live. I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing you go live in that group. I don't remember seeing you like discuss the book chapter by chapter. So like because you got like 7 chapters in the book, I don't remember it. I might, because I might, you can put in the comment section if I'm off, because I could be, it's sometimes, but I don't remember seeing you like use that platform that's already established. I'm just saying this because you were saying you need some different ideas of what to do with the book. So I'm not saying like, did you tell them about the book, but I'm saying, are we going any further with this so that, oh, here's another free one, y'all. This, I'm on the roll today. Hold on, write this one down. So for those of you who already have, because Travell, you're talking about you don't know about doing a fan page or a group page. That's what you said. For those of you who already have your own groups, right? Show group. Why don't you engage your group? And I hope Phyllis comes back. Not Phyllis O, but Phyllis C. So I know Phyllis had to leave, but hopefully she'll come back and watch this. Because here's another way to engage your group. So if you already have groups, a group page, and you're already active with that group, so you're an author, they know you're an author, and I know that you wrote it in there, but why not do like kind of start your own book club within your group? It's your group, right? So let them know that you have this, and maybe everybody that's a member of the group may not want to be a member of the book club. However, what, oh, here, Sharon, shut up because I can hear you laughing. That was a real time. Ooh. But here's what you can do. Open up registration. It's up to you whether it's free or not. Open up registration and you say, hey, we're going to be doing a book club for 7 weeks, right? So 7 weeks, because every week you're going to cover a different chapter, right? Every week you cover a different chapter. So you open it up now, just say, because I don't even know how many weeks it is between now and the new year. But maybe you open up registration now, put together your little form or whatever you're going to do. Oh, and then you say, hey, registration is open now and again. So whether it's going to be free 99, whether you're going to charge a small price, whether it's free but you got to pay for the book, or it's going to be $45 but that includes the book, whatever it is you want to do, open up the registration now. See, when you do stuff like this, it ain't got to be 20,000 people. You understand what I'm saying? Remember we was talking about when Victoria made the comment about saying that she didn't have a large following? That was another point that I want to make, is that just like with Gideon, and I tell this story all the time because that is just my, with, when you dealing with God, God ain't impressed by numbers. My cousin said this before, and I've quoted him ever since. He would say this: God don't count the number, but he makes the number count. And when you look at the story of Gideon, when he had all of those thousands of people and God made him dwindle it all the way down, because he said, why? Because I want to be the one that gets the glory, right? So sometimes we get so caught up and we feel like that unless a million people is watching it, that means our message wasn't good. No, I always say it like this: whoever was supposed to hear it heard it. Whoever was supposed to see it saw it. Whoever was supposed to buy it bought it, right? So this is one of the ways too that you can, where they say don't hate humble beginnings. Start out small and you work your way up. So Sharon, or for whoever, here's an idea. Take it to you, and this can work for anything. Don't just have to be an author, but I'm gonna use Sharon right now first. So you say, okay, I'm gonna open enrollment for this book club. And even if you only get 5 or 10 people, now you're gonna start out small, but this could be something that you continuously do, right? So now those 5 people or 10 people, whatever it is, they signed up. This is something that's never ending. Why? Because even if you just leave it to the people that's in your group. Okay, now these people did it, and then a few weeks later, because it's only 7 weeks, so 3-4 weeks into it, then you put it out there again. Hey, we finna be opening up another enrollment. Do you see where I'm trying to go with this? So even if you want to do it 4 times a year, so it's 12 weeks basically in every quarter. So 7 weeks you in, you're actually in session. The other 5 weeks you're open enrollment for the next session. You got me, y'all? This is, if y'all need some ideas like this is why people come to me as being their coach. This is what I do, right? So imagine if I'm giving y'all this stuff away for free. Imagine what it's like when you actually my personal coach and client, and we sitting down and we getting a specialized blueprint for you. So that's when you hit my name is Tennille.com and either hit me up for some consultations. It's $100 an hour, or you can do some of the coaching programs that I have. But I promise y'all, after watching this for an hour and a half, y'all can see time with me would be worth your bottom line, right? So in either case, that's what you can do, Sharon. So that way it's not overwhelming for you, because being a teacher, I know you got stuff to do. So every quarter, You can take 7 weeks to sit down with a group of people as doing your book club, right? And then 5 weeks, the other 5 weeks, you're quote unquote off. But what you're doing is you got enrollment open for the next one. So get your calendar and then write all of that stuff in. And again, this can work with any type of product. It doesn't just have to be with a book. If you guys have, like, for the one with Shalonda, you had a blog, you can do that same type of a thing. Yours is, I believe, on domestic violence, right? So I don't know if Shalonda's still watching, but if you're still watching, you got a blog, whatever your content is. So Travell, I think you said you got a blog. Victoria, you got a blog. So figure out who your target market is for your blog, and then appeal to those people and pitch the concept of having a intimate group with them, whether it's virtual like this and y'all do it on Zoom, or you create a room on Facebook or whatever. Stop underestimating the power of a few. Oh Lord, there's another one. Stop underestimating the power of the few. Oh, this is three. Okay, Jesus, I see what you're doing. Stop underestimating the power of the few. And can I tell y'all again, that's biblical. When you had the disciples, like now everybody say they're a disciple of Christ, but he had 12 that he handpicked. He didn't have 10,000. He didn't have, and he could have had as many as he wanted, right? But he understood, well, I'm trying to build community first. I'm trying to teach some foundational lessons first, right? And so sometimes you got to start small. It's not going to always be where, if you guys know Sarah Jakes Roberts, Priscilla Shire, you won't always be in stadiums like that. You may not start off in a stadium, but if that's what you're trying to do, guess what? These smaller groups, these smaller platforms help you to build up. But you got to be able to promote yourself, because until you can get a team, who else gonna be promoting you? You got me? So anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. That's all. I gotta go because I'm smelling my food. I got food in the oven, so I'm gonna go finish cooking. But I pray that you all got something out of this. So again, go Be Kind Rewind. It was an hour and 40 minutes, but it was a lot of good stuff. I ask that you all please, again, you can go to my website. My name is Tennille.com. If you want any personal information like this, consultations and coaching programs, this is what I do. Also, if you want to support me by being a VIP, I don't care if it's level 1, 2, 3, or 4, for the Black Man Extravaganza. All of my Black women, I would love for you guys to be there to support this movement, right? Um, level 4 is you get a DVD, because the documentary will also be a DVD form. So you get a DVD and a movie ticket, and that's $25. Level 3 is a paperback book with a ticket, that's $35. Level 2 is a hardcover book and a ticket, that's $40. And then level 1 is a hardcover book, DVD, a movie ticket. You'll get some type of Black Man merchandise, and the first 20 people to get your $100 package, you will actually be able to get to pick your seat in the theater, because we are debuting at the 87th Street Movie Theater here in Chicago. We'll have 2 different theaters. We actually kind of got the whole theater because we'll be in the front to do like the book release and all of that stuff. We'll transition to the movie theater, and then after it's over, we're going to do a quick Q&A session with the guys. And I got guys from 12 different states. Many of them have already said that they're going to be here. So thank you so much, Phyllis. And matter of fact, look, I'm gonna make it easy for y'all. So look, go to this website. Now here, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember all of the slashes, but I'm gonna tell you. So if you go to, this is my website. My name is Tennille.com. You click on that under coming soon. When you click on the coming soon tab, click on the coming soon tab, and that's going to be the page that has the Black Man Extravaganza. So whatever it is you want to do, and if you are a VIP, you're there for the entire time. It's 5 to 10 p.m. Some people I know may not be able to stay for all 5 hours. So if you just want to come and see the documentary, that's $15. You'll just be permitted from 6:30 to 8:30. So, and it's for $15 tickets. Some people, you may just want to be a part of the, what I call the after party. So that's going to be the Q&A session and award ceremony. I think that's $30 or $35. but you will be admitted from 8:30 to 10 p.m., right? So if you want to be a part of all the festivities, then you have to get one of the four VIP um opportunities. Okay. So in either case, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. Tomorrow, be sure to tune in tomorrow because Miss Sharon Lockhart, who is on here, we done already kind of stirred it up already. She's going to be my guest for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I normally don't come live on Wednesdays, but because I'm actually going to be in Dallas. So Sharon, I'm be close to you. I am going to the Woman Evolve conference that is in Dallas, Texas. And so I will not be coming live on Thursday or Friday because I'll be in Dallas Thursday and Friday and Saturday. And so instead of me doing my show on Friday, I will be coming live on Wednesday as my makeup show. So thank you guys so much. Do not forget to follow me on social media if you're not already doing so. But join me tomorrow live at 5, where my special guest will be author, minister, Miss Sharon Lockhart. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to tag somebody that you believe would benefit from this broadcast, and you can also share it yourself. Till next time, you guys stay inspired.